My name is Karima. I'm a partner at LeapFrog, where I head the Africa Financial Services Investment team. Agency networks, in a nutshell, are networks of third parties who act as branchless banks. They range from an MNO, a telecom agent who might be selling just airtime, or there might be a mum and pop shop in everything from a village to an urban area. And ultimately, what you have is a network of individuals that are closer to the customers, who are able to provide banking services through having a POS device, which then enables those agents to provide cash-in, i.e. deposits, or cash-out withdrawal services, in addition to the usual services they offer already, which might be airtime top-up or might be bill payment, and so it enables them to provide that. The reason it works is, if you think about it, branches are expensive and branch networks are limited. You need bricks and mortar, and they can't be everywhere. And what we've seen to date is that in rural areas in particular, there is a huge shortage of them. Whereas if you can use the infrastructure of agents wherever they are, what you do is you bring banking services closer to the customer where they are, and that enables, in particular, the unserved or underserved customer or potential customer in rural areas to be served, or even the ones in urban areas but not as close to an ATM. In my portfolio, I have a number of subsectors. They're a good demonstration of the different ways in which agents are formed. Fidelity Bank, for example, which is a bank in Ghana, after a very short pilot, they got the go-ahead to move ahead, and they started at that point with a handful of agents, and today they have about 5,000 agents. They're closer to SMEs, small shops, and micro businesses in particular, and they're able to offer them basic banking services as well as the usual cash in, cash out, and that's been incredibly successful. InterSwitch, actually, they have agents who do everything from open a formal bank account for several banks across Nigeria. So what you get with a company like InterSwitch is actually where the future is going, where agents are able to offer a plethora of services, anything from financial services to even services of non-financial companies as well. And what that actually means is it actually enables agents to become a lot more resilient. And so I think the more that technology becomes cheaper and easier to spread, and I think we're going to see the real success, where we actually see numbers of financial inclusion in terms of bank accounts and mobile ones going from 6 in 10 to 9 or 10 out of 10. But when we think about depth of financial inclusion, i.e. access to savings, access to credit, access to financial resilience, access to being able to make my life a lot easier and increase the quality of life, which is what really delivers deep impact for emerging consumers, that is yet to come, but it's already started. And when you look across any one of those companies I mentioned, whether it's Fidelity Bank and its agency network, InterSwitch in terms of having a platform where all of these come together, or indeed Sun King, that's be able to use embedded finance to actually be able to increase distribution to essential services like energy and appliances to make people live their best lives. All of them are coming together, and what we're seeing is that technology is already in play and it's improving, and the cost of it is coming down as we speak.